just filming this last minute video that wasn't planned, but I've just watched the second part of Jade Goody's documentary, so I just kind of wanted to look at the Twitter comments to see what they're saying, but also to give my view on whether I believe Jade Goody was racist or not. Now, I'm black, so I can smell racism from a mile away. So don't see it as I'm taking anyone's side. I'm just being honest, okay? Quick backstory. Jade went to Big Brother, made it big from Big Brother. Everybody loved Jade. They then decided to put her in Celebrity Big Brother. In Celebrity Big Brother, she met this Indian woman called Shilpa. For whatever reason, she turned against Shilpa with these other two girls, and they always had back and forth arguments. And then at first, it was just like, oh my gosh, she's so annoying, she's so this. But then it got to the part where Jade and her other two little minions was making fun of her accent, telling her to go back off home. And then there's this one point where Jade was like, oh, I don't know, Shilpa this, Shilpa that, Shilpa Poppadom, or whatever her name is. Now, that was what kind of blew up, the fact that she called her that, and it was seen as a racist comment. And yeah, it just kind of went crazy. So what I want to do is look at the Twitter feed and see what these Twitter people are saying about this situation, and then I will give you my take on if I believe Jade Goody was racist. Bear in mind, Jade Goody is no longer alive. She died, I believe it was like 10 years ago, I think. But also, she refusely, is that the right word? When someone does something over and over again. Apologised for what she did. She didn't realise that she said that she didn't realise what she said was racist until she came out and realised, like, oh my gosh, you know, people have taken it in a racist way. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'm just going to read what some people have said about the situation, and then I will tell you from my perspective on whether I believe if Jade Goody was actually racist or not. So someone put, people are discussing racist intent like it's okay to say racist things as long as you mean well. Wow, how many horrible people are on this internet. If it wasn't for her, loads of women would be dead. She was an amazing woman. So basically, what this person's talking about is the fact that later when this all, I don't know if it's when it all blew over, but maybe a few years later, unfortunately, Jade got cancer. And because of that, I believe she encouraged women to get screening and stuff like that. So she actually saved a lot of people, like a lot of people's lives by doing that. In the end, I more or less would say she died as a hero to a lot of people. And that's why she died anyways. It was due to cancer. So that's what she's talking about. Someone put, watching the Jade Goody documentary and I've forgotten how vile they treated Shilpa. However, I think Jade bore the brunt of it. Danielle Lloyd and Joe O'Meara, which was the other two minions that I was talking about, were just as bad, if not worse. They seem to have got off lightly. I hope the UK is reminded how vile they were. They were very vile. And them, in my opinion, didn't really get any backlash. Not from what I remember. All I remember is seeing Jade. But Jade was a very easy target anyway. Yeah, she was a very easy target. Anyways, I really think that nasty Danielle was far worse than Jade. This Danielle girl must be getting bare tweets, you know. You don't end bullying with more bullying. The way Jade was treated is disgusting. Poor Jade, only 27 when she died. Oh, boy, I didn't even know she was that young. I hope this documentary puts her in front of women's minds again to go for their smear tests. Yeah, so that's what she did. She encouraged women to go for smear tests. Jade Goody documentary makes for very uncomfortable viewing. It's shameful how Big Brother, the media, papers and producers took advantage of the situation. And for what? The papers were terrible back in the day. Like, so brutal. I am telling you, it's crazy. Like, when she was in Big Brother, they used to call her pig, fat, everything under the sun. And then obviously when she came out of Celebrity Big Brother, you know, it was even easier for them because the public hated them and wanted to call them and called her racist and everything. The papers were so brutal. Something very disquieting about the documentary on Jade, especially the way the producers and hosts of Big Brother pick apart how they picked apart Jade Goody's mental health and set her up for a fall. The lady and the men doth protest too much. Someone said, sadly, Jade and her mum were clearly not media trained, which allowed Big Brother and the media to had easily picked her up to drag her down. Okay. To be honest, her mum didn't do her any favours at all. Like, this is another thing. Like, how do you blame Jade when she was brought up by her? Like, the mother's complete... Anyways. Boy. She was brought up by her mother. Doesn't that say enough? Someone said, quite shocking how Big Brother producers allowed that to go as far as it did. Even more shocking how the media pushed and profited off Jade's breakdown. TV is all for mental health support until drama like that generates views and money. Someone said, all very sad. Hopefully Big Brother never returns. She was just a victim in this mad, crazy, out of control, no limits world. You know what? I think Love Island's going to be like this in 10 years. Like, literally, I feel like it is. I'm not even going to lie. Like, only recently, you know, someone committed suicide from Jeremy Kyle, and then they had people with mental issues on Love Island, etc., etc. It's like, it's just a hamster wheel. More subtle, but it's just like a hamster wheel. The same thing's happening now, and Love Island's going to be worse in years to come. I don't even care. I'm trying to find things that haven't been said before, so I'm not like repeating myself. Not to mention that Channel 4 tried to wrap it all up in cultural differences as opposed to what was blatant racism. So we have a lot of people saying, you know, the media had a lot to play in it. A lot of people are talking about Danielle and Joe, which were the other two people that were siding with Jade, who was also within this like racist thing against Shilpa. Someone put, I went to the same school as Jade. She was in my brother's class. She was in no way racist. It just wasn't in her to be like that. I'm sorry, Bermodsy Bob, but it's in us all. It's whether we decide to become that or not. But I don't, like I said, like, if you've seen her mother, then you understand why Jade is the way she is. It's just the way you've been brought up in it. And obviously I'm not going to put it all onto that. But, I don't know, it was a lot. It was a lot. Someone put, wow, what a roller coaster of a life she had. Can't even begin to imagine how she dealt with everything thrown at her in her short time. Moral of the story. Being on reality TV can ruin lives, particularly your own. True. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Because a lot of the comments say the same thing. To be fair, reading them back, there's not as much hate towards Jade Goody being racist as there was when I watched the first documentary. Because a lot of people was like, oh, why are we praising her? It's only because she's dead, blah, blah, blah. But I will come back to that anyways. But the real question is, do I think she is racist? Now, I feel like Jade got caught up within the moment. Do you know when you're in a gang and you just keep talking about that same person and just saying crappy stuff about them? Because it just started as, oh my gosh, she's so annoying, she thinks she's privileged, she thinks she's this, blah, blah, blah. And so the three of them was just like little witches, like talking about her. And then it got more and more toxic to the part where it started to go on where there was, you know, copying her accent and saying go back to where you come from. I know that I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but it's like a build up. So it kind of got to that, and Jade Goody has something that I believe, or had something that I believe is called word vomit, especially when you're angry. So you just say stuff and your brain is no longer working, you just say stuff. And so, you know, we ended up to the point where she's like, oh, Shilpa this, Shilpa that. Shilpa, like, I think she was trying to say her last name, but she didn't know what it was, so she was just saying anything that came out of her mouth. And then she went Shilpa Poppadom, whatever her name is. And so that's where this racist allegation started. Now, do I think she was racist intentionally? No. Like, I don't think she was. I don't think she was thinking, oh, I want to be racist, or I'm trying to be racist to this girl. Like, I don't even think her brain was there. I just think she was angry, and I feel like she was also showing off to her 2 minions. And just saying whatever to get them to laugh and whatnot, and it just turned really, really bad. Was she racist unintentionally? Yes, she was. Due to the fact that I believe it was her subconscious. Because why did she say poppadom? Think about it. Shilpa is an Asian girl. So if she was angry at, like, you know, let's say white Becky, would she say Becky Poppadom, whatever her name is? No, she wouldn't. So yes, she was racist, but I believe it was unintentional. I think that, you know, she has to take accountability, or I keep saying it like it's here and now. Sorry, I can't help it. But, you know, she had to take accountability for what she said. You know what I mean? Like, she had to. So should have the other two. But, you know, we can only talk about Jade right now because that's who the documentary is about, and she had to take accountability for it. I would never ever say that anyone deserves hate or to be attacked or to be insulted, regardless of what they did. But accountability is a thing. And then she apologized, because I believe that she didn't believe that she said anything wrong until she kind of was told, you know, that you've done something wrong. It's like when a child does something wrong, and then until you tell them no, you know, it's only then when they realize that they've messed up. And I feel like this was the same situation. She didn't realize that she said something wrong until she was told, you know, you made a racist comment. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I believe she didn't mean to be racist. Like, she didn't go out of her way to be racist. It was unintentional. So, you know, I wouldn't hold that against her. I wouldn't hold it against her anyway, because it was years and years ago. But yes, when she did find out, she, or maybe it's profusely. But anyways, she, you know, apologized. She was very upset about it, etc., etc. Like, she was really sad about it. And then, you know, obviously she was still hated after that, because people love to hate. So yes, I do believe she was racist, but I believe that it was unintentional. So I don't believe it should have been held against her. Even people today are still, you know, saying, oh, why is there even a documentary about her? Like, she was racist this and that. Even if she was intentionally racist at the time and whatever, and even if she didn't apologize, the woman is no longer with us. She is dead. We have no idea what type of woman she could be today. So why are we still today hating on Jade? Like, can we not? Like, can we just leave it? Like, can we just leave it alone? Do you know what I mean? Like, we should just leave it alone. The past is the past. And in this situation, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So we should accept her apology / accept what happened and move on. Jeez. Never mind being mad at your neighbour or holding a grudge, you know, to the person down the road. Imagine holding hate and holding grudges for the dead. That's ridiculous to me. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, she even had a life after Big Brother, you know? She had to battle through with cancer and everything. So we just need to let that go. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I still want to know what you think about the documentary. I still want to know what you think. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was a deep, deep documentary, and it was very hard to watch. I was like, do you know when you just like, please stop talking, Jade? Like, that's literally what I was like, please stop talking. Even though I knew what was going to happen, I knew what was going to come. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Peace.